Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back to the NutCase Network, where we broadcast your spiritual news. Fast movement just fell out. Okay. Wow. So you guys, my voice is cracking, but that could be something, but I don't know. You guys could be in a situation, collective, where you've been really meditative. You've been really in this place of like solitude and just reflection about your thoughts. You've been getting a lot of confirmations, a lot of signs and synchronicities about what you need to do and how you need to move forward. Yeah, you've been alone. You've been dealing with something by yourself, handling situations on your own. But the work that you've been doing and what you've been putting in, things are about to speed up. Okay? They're about to move really quickly. You could have just been focusing on spending time with your immediate family, with the people who know you and you know that they care about you. It's like you've been prioritizing what's important. Yep, and you've been planning. All right, really trying to get in touch with your spiritual team so that you can get into a better place mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, just as a whole. I feel like a lot of you guys have grandparents who are channeling messages to you on your journey, and they're letting you know like where you're about to be led. Where you're led is where you're fed. Bars, okay? So I feel like if you've been abandoned or if you feel like people have left you. I was watching TikTok earlier because I was trying to post something on TikTok, but it just wouldn't let me. So I just let it go. But where you're led is where you're fed. And I feel like your ancestors and your spirit team and your guides and the people who protect you in the spiritual realm are leading you in a new direction. Look, they're leading you in a new direction, period. And I was watching TikTok, so there was this girl that was like basically talking about we don't own people. We have to take the ownership out of people. And it comes to a point where you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision to view a situation from a more objective point of view. And just take situations for what they are, appreciate situations for what they are, what they were, and then implement whatever you've learned. Yeah, implement whatever you've learned into your plan for the future. Somebody has betrayed you recently and you are trying to build yourself back up. You're trying to put your pieces back together. I feel like you took a risk on someone that you thought maybe was mature, or you took a risk on a situation that you thought would mature with time. And somebody may have showed you your true somebody may have showed you their true colors, and you may have showed your true colors. But I feel like you were true in a situation. But again, we're back to square one. What's that song? Back to square one. I can't remember. I think it was Square One. I think that's what it was called by dang, what's that girl's name? I think her name starts with an M. The song is called Square One. And I can't remember what it's called. But you're going back to square one, but this is a good thing. Yeah, family, gossip, music, bonding. Interesting. I don't know what that's about. So welcome and welcome back, you guys. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you are waiting for a personal reading, the energy is a little weird, so I'm taking my time, you guys. Please bear with me. Your reading is coming. I know a lot of you guys are eager to receive it, but please just have some patience with me right now. I really appreciate your understanding because I'm trying to work through them in a professional and responsible way so that I'm not rushing your reading. I want to get the messages out to you the way that Spirit wants you to receive them. Okay? Thank you for everyone who supports the channel. All of the subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Okay? All my moderators, everyone who just supports me over several platforms, thank you so much. And also, if you want love readings, be sure to check out the Underground. It is linked in the description box at the top of the box. Okay? That is a channel that is purely love-based. It's about love in any aspect. So, y'all go hit subscribe over there if you haven't already. Okay? Just take some deep breaths. Some of you guys may want to focus on your breathing to remember to breathe. All right. But let's see. What are the messages for the collective? Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Father, Mother, God, for the collective. What does the collective need to know? I'm going to say this, but I don't know if it has any relevancy, but I keep hearing like Capricorn repeated in my mind. Just the word Capricorn, the sign Capricorn. So Capricorn season is coming up. It could be very significant for some of you guys. Some of you could be Capricorns. Some of you could have Capricorn in your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, any of your, placements in your chart. All right. Or the archetype of Capricorn could be significant. You may be embodying that energy right now. All right. So what are the messages for the collective spirit? What do we need to be talking about today? What do they need to know? Ooh, dang. Healing in reverse. So you may feel like, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Why do I keep channeling that song? So healing in reverse. What else does the collective need to know, Spirit? What are the messages? Ooh, but you coming up. Ooh, okay, you better do it. You better do it. Something had you feeling like you were drowning. Some of you guys could have been feeling like you were drowning in emotions with all this water. This is really strong symbolism because, first of all these cards are black and white. So something was written in stone or something was black and white. Ink could be paperwork, communication, but it's like something is just, it is what it is. And I feel like there was a point, or there's a point now currently, or there will be a point in the near future, depending on what timeline y'all are on, where you guys just have to accept, or you had to accept, because I feel like a lot of you guys have been through this, but I feel like you have to accept or had to accept what it is, because it just is what it is. I feel like you were drowning, or you felt like you just couldn't get out of a hole. This could even be dead. But I feel that there's like the oxygen. It's like, oh my God, it's something about you breathing and oxygen that's relevant in this reading. Because when you float, like you're, just because of the air in your body, you're going to float on top of the water, right? I learned this when I learned how to swim as a child. You're going to float to the top. And a lot of people feel like they're going to sink. And that fear of sinking makes you sink even faster because you lose more oxygen. But if you ever watch like people who do competitive like diving, or those people, what is it called? It's like they go out into the ocean on a boat and there's like a string or a big cord hanging from the boat. And then it's like they literally follow the cord down to the deepest point which they can go swimming, and basically try to test like their breath. They have really strong breath control, and they go as deep as possible. They grab like a little ticket, and this is like competitive. And I think a few people have like disappeared in the ocean. There was a lady who was really famous who did this, and she disappeared like doing a deep dive swim from one point to another. But it's like they basically go down deep into the ocean, and then they grab a ticket, and then they come back up. But the way they have to come back up is calculated. And you have to be careful, because when you are submerged or you do any type of like scuba diving, they'll tell you like you can't come up to the surface too quickly, because it'll like it'll mess with your brain. Like there's something about the oxygen and like how it'll mess with your brain, and you can literally like pass out. And I watched a documentary about this, because I think what happened was there was a lady who did this. Like she was young, and one of her influencers or idols, whatever you want to call it, someone who she looked up to, was an older lady who did this, and she was really competitive. And she ended up, I guess, I don't know if they were married, like her and her spouse. It was really kind of like a weird like twin flame situation or soulmate situation. And she was trying to do this really dangerous swim, and he ended up saving her. Like something went wrong. He ended up saving her, but then he ended up losing his life. Why am I telling this story? Okay. Because what I'm getting is, it's like you're ascending from a submerged place or from a very deep place. This could have been some type of spiritual work, soul work, shadow work that you've been doing on yourself. And you went really deep to the point where you kind of maybe passed out a little bit or lost your balance spiritually. Okay, you may have kind of been disoriented because you were going so deep into something that you kind of lost your breath. And you may have lost your bearings and felt like your healing was halted, or that you were never going to heal from a situation because it was just so deeply embedded in you. But what's happening now is that the light is starting to shine and you're starting to come up to the surface. It's like this is black and white. It's inevitable. It just is what it is. No one can control your growth. No one can control your process. You're going to rise back to the surface. And what I was basically trying to say is, like, because you have oxygen in your lungs, the oxygen is going to cause you to float. The air that's in your lungs is going to cause you to float back up to the surface. So I'm not exactly sure what this means, but it's leading you to be more mature in a situation. It's giving you more wisdom. You're gaining like old world knowledge and old world wisdom. Because somewhere that you were stuck very deeply within a situation or within your feelings or your emotions or your subconscious, you're now starting to float back up to the surface and see the light. And this is basically a symbol or a sign that you've matured in a way that you've actually healed something that maybe you weren't even expected to heal. Like it feels like with this healing in reverse, this is something that people didn't expect you to ever overcome. Or this is something that maybe even spirit was like, look, don't hurt yourself trying to do this. Just do the best you can. And you were like determined. That's why I could have told that story. It's literally a documentary. I think I watched it on YouTube and I can't remember what it's called. But you can literally go look up the swimming sport that I'm talking about. But you were determined not to give up on yourself or not to give up on the situation. And that's the force, that's the air in your lungs, metaphorically, that's bringing something back up to the surface, or it's like bringing you back up to the surface. You never thought you would get to this point, but you have. Wow. So there may be a new home for some of you guys as a reward. Wow. There could even be like recognition, fame as a reward. Some of you may have to move because you are becoming famous or you're becoming notable. You're gaining notoriety. Or this reward is like recognition to the point where you're going to be able to purchase a new home, and it's going to be a beautiful, like, it's going to be a beautiful home. And I feel like it's new construction, or I feel like it's new to you. Okay. You're about to get a lot of attention because of what you've been able to overcome. And it's like people may not know exactly what this is that you overcame, but because of the energy and your vibration and how you just vibrate, they're going to know that you came out of something that was really deep and difficult. So I guess Spirit wants you to know this because they want you to persevere. Ooh, and it's a card that was not in it. Ooh, bereavement. This could have been a death. This could have been like your grandmother passed or your mother passed. Okay, whether it was past in the recent past or whether it was, you know, many years ago. But there was a loss, there was a death that could have occurred or that may have occurred because that card was just sitting over here. Ooh. And it's a part of this deck, but I didn't see it. And I tried to make sure I grabbed everything, but I didn't see it. So maybe you thought that you had kind of healed this or tried to get everything out of your system, but it's just like some things that you missed and you kind of didn't have any control over it. But I feel like you were determined not to give up. You were determined not to like fail. Even though I think Spirit, I don't think it was anybody outside of you. It could have been other people observing you and they were like, oh, collective ain't gonna be able to, they ain't never gonna be able to get over that, or they're never gonna be able to come back from that. But it could have been family as well, because we saw the family card, gossip, music, and bonding. So music could be involved, family could be involved. There could be people in your close proximity, maybe that have burned bridges with you. They were fake with you when you were being real with them, and they just did not believe that you would ever come out of a situation or succeed. But I also feel like Spirit, it's not that Spirit didn't believe you would succeed. It's that they didn't want you to hurt yourself trying to like do this. They wanted you to do what you can. They didn't want you to force it or hurt yourself. They just wanted to do what you could. And you said, you know what? Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you for having faith in me and not wanting me to put myself in a bad position, but I'm going to finish this. And they was like, okay. And that's why I feel like you're getting these rewards. Some of you may have been in a situation where you experienced the loss of a business, the loss of a home. Maybe you've been in a situation where you have basically lost your stability because of finances or debt. And it felt like a mountain that you just could not climb, or I kind of feel this feeling of you feeling like you were drowning in something and you were buried underneath it. I don't even feel like it was a mountain that you had to climb. It feels like more like you were buried underneath something. And you just didn't feel like you would ever get out of it. But it's like you're determined. This could be what you're going through right now. And your determination is going to lead you to some type of victory in this situation. Because it's like you're just consistent. And you just steadily keep moving yourself higher and higher and further. Whatever has been lost or whatever you felt like you lost is going to be replenished. Okay. What else for the collective? Y'all be sure to hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. Ooh, attractive man. Interesting. What else for the collective? Ooh, burning bridges was at the bottom. Reaching out. This person, I don't know if they're going to reach out. They may be trying to reach out. They may not reach out. I'm going to just put this, I don't know. It kind of was reversed. I'm going to leave it the way it is. Leave it alone. Whatever this is, somebody who burned a bridge with you, I don't know. They may want you to reach out. You may want them to reach out. Just leave it alone. You may be this attractive man. If somebody burned a bridge with you and they want you to reach out, it doesn't matter. All right. Leave it alone. What else for the collective? Penny pinching. See, that's what I'm saying. Breakup. Surprise. So there could have been a surprise breakup that caused some type of turbulence, or there was a financial issue where somebody may have abandoned you in your time of need, or they just didn't support you through a loss. What else for the collective? Ooh, false identity. I'm telling you, somebody was fake. Surprise. Yeah, you were shocked by somebody's behavior towards you because you realized that they weren't really on your team. They weren't really a team player. Or they didn't really have your best interest or have your back. And I definitely feel like you were given a window. You know how they say the eyes are the window to the soul? Like, I feel like the window is a portal in some way. And I feel like you were given a portal or a window of clarity. There was a small window, or maybe even a large window of time or space that allowed you to see someone's true colors. And it could be this attractive man. You could be the attractive man, whatever. But it allowed you to see someone's true colors. Someone just, I feel like, cut you off, or they did not reach out to you when you had this loss of a person or of some type of business or finances or your home. And they just did not really care about your situation, your well-being, whether or not you were okay, whether or not you needed support. Because somebody in your life, they were fake. That's it. They were fake. I want to use this deck. The heat is on, though. Somebody burned a bridge, and the fire is starting to burn. Because my heat just got really hot. Hold on, y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me turn this sucker down. Somebody wants the heat to get turned down. They don't want the heat to be so hot on them or high. I just heard the heat is on. Oh my God. So the heat is being put on somebody who was being fake with you or false with you. They feel like they're under fire or under pressure. Maybe this is a situation where someone is now going through similar situations that you went through, but when you needed them, they really weren't there. And now they want you to be there for them, but they're not really there for you. Somebody may be very superficial with this attractive man card. And they just were not who they claimed to be. If you're like wondering where someone went and why they're not reaching out, I feel like it's because they're having financial issues and they're not who they made themselves out to be. That's also a message. Some of you may be wondering why someone abandoned you or ghosted you. It's because they're dealing with either a loss of a family member or a loss of a situation, a loss of a home, a loss of a business. But there was a part of them that they presented to you that was false. So whatever you thought they were is not truly who they were. And they've basically disappeared because they don't want you to see the reality of who they truly are. And they may be going through some type of emotional like depression, trying to heal or come out of a situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be vindictive, because sometimes that's what people do. Sometimes people retreat into a space of reclusion because they don't want people to see them go through things. Cats do that. It's like when cats are sick or when they're dying or passing, it's like they may wait for their owners to get home, but they may hide or go into a place where they feel burrowed or safe because they don't want anybody to see them like getting sick. Like when my cats cough up like hairballs and stuff and they're making all those weird noises, they'll literally go and do it like in a closet or in a corner somewhere where people can't see them. So that's what I feel like someone could be doing, and that's why you're not hearing from them. Okay? But this could also be you finally coming out of a situation and you're about to receive these rewards. And somebody could be about to reach out to you, but they burned a bridge with you because you discovered that they were fake after they decided to abandon you during your time of need, okay? What are the messages for the collective? What does the collective need to know about the near future when it comes to this situation? Three of Swords. What's at the bottom? The High Priestess. And the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like somebody's being stubborn or they're holding back. Or they're just hanging back. Like, she's behind the sofa here. They're just observing and watching. Or keeping some type of secrets or hiding things because they just, maybe they feel hurt or disappointed about a situation. Or there's some type of pain that they're experiencing. Somebody could have just gone through a breakup secretly, or they gone through a breakup and they just don't want to really divulge or talk about it like that. Or this could just be somebody dealing with disappointment, pain, loss, like we talked about. Ooh, excuse me. What else for the collective? What else do they need to know in this situation? Oh, wow. Yeah, the Hermit and the Hierophant. It's like this pain, somebody has to learn a lesson, or they have to understand what Spirit is trying to teach them or show them. This could have been you also. This could have, I feel like this definitely could have been what you were experiencing in your own situation. You had to be in silence so that you can hear the messages, so that you can get the vibe that Spirit was trying to give to you. You had to catch that vibe. And you couldn't have anybody else around while you did it. And you might be coming out of that time right now, but Spirit is telling you don't really go out of your way to like reach out to the people. I don't know. It's okay. How do I explain this? It's like some of you may have been going through something and it showed you the true colors of people. You were given that window into the true colors of people around you so that you could reacclimate and adjust your relationships. So what I feel like, if there are people who abandoned you because you had to take a breath, or there are people who didn't support you in this time. It's like if you told people like, hey, I need some time. I'm going through something and I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I need a minute to think. And they were like, well, what you mean? And they were giving you a whole bunch of pushback. Spirit is telling you, like, don't reach out to those people. Because if they didn't have understanding for you or compassion or empathy for you when you were down, they don't deserve to be around you when you come up. Right? Also, if you went into this hermitess mode and you were revealed, like certain things were revealed to you or confirmed to you about certain people, and like they didn't reach out to you or they didn't check on you and they knew you were in a time of need and they didn't send any type of like positive reinforcements. It's not like they were hounding you or bombarding you, but it's like, you know, I just had somebody who experienced a loss and I don't really know this person extremely well. I haven't known them for a long time, but I heard about this loss and I was like, hey, you know, like, I'm going to call you soon and we're going to talk and I'm here for you, you know, whatever. And they responded back and were like, yeah, this just happened. And, you know, I just didn't really feel like talking to anybody right now or something along those lines. And I was just like, look, you can talk whenever you're ready to talk. I'm here for you. I just wanted you to know that I love you, right? People will do things like that if they really care about you. And you'll feel it and you'll receive it. But you know the difference between those people and the people who just abandoned you and did not really give any fucks about what it is that you were going through. It's like, yeah, Two of Swords. It's like they turned their back. They're This could have been a family member who ignored you or act like something wasn't happening. But what Spirit is saying is, like, have some discernment about those people in those situations, because they're trying to show you who's false. What's the Three of Swords? Two of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like somebody did it on purpose, or somebody did something purposefully that was really disappointing or painful or hurtful. Or they really didn't talk to you when you needed them or something like that. This could be somebody who only comes around when they want to sell you something or ask you for something or get you to do something for them, or like get your energy in some type of way. It kind of feels like a one-sided relationship. It's like somebody's going to send you a message to like reawaken a situation or raise a situation from the dead. Judgment. But it's like whatever this person says in this message, or whatever they say to you when they call you or whatever, it's gonna like get your antennas up. You're going to be like, that's confirming something. Your judgment is going to be confirmed, or like a sixth sense that you had about this person is going to be confirmed when this message comes in. Yeah, you're going to look at the situation differently, or you're going to look at the person differently. Taurus energies out here, Virgo energy, and maybe Libra. We saw High Priestess, Pisces. I just saw the Hangman, Pisces. Also, what? I don't know. We'll just keep going. It's like someone didn't think that you would heal, or someone didn't want to be a part of like your healing or support you through this healing that you were doing. What's the Two of Swords with the Three of Swords? Nine of Cups. Okay. I mean, some people have problems dealing with other people's situations because they haven't dealt with their own. I don't know. But with this Nine of Cups, it feels like someone just didn't want to be bothered. Like they wanted to like focus more on themselves. Getting what they wanted. They weren't getting what they wanted out of a situation. So it's like they kind of like left. Because that's Five Swords. But whatever this person did, whatever their actions were, it showed you the truth about a situation. Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This could have even been someone who like says to you like, oh, you can trust me. I'm here for you. It's like they say all of these things, but their actions show something different. And I feel like this person was like waiting for times to get better, or waiting for things to get better in your life before they came forward or before they reached out to you. It's like somebody who didn't want to shoot with you in the gym. They didn't want to ride with you through the trenches. They just wanted to experience the good times, and that was it. Okay. What's the Hermit? Ooh, the Tower, Lord. Yeah, so you had to deal with this situation pretty much by yourself. But that was okay. That was like the plan. That's what Spirit was saying. Like, it's all right if you felt like you had to deal with it alone, because you learned some valuable lessons. It was kind of destined to be that way. Ten of Pentacles in the Chariot, Scorpio energy, Cancer. I just feel like your family abandoned you. Like, quick, they left. But now I feel like they're going to, all of a sudden, they're going to come back. And if it's not your family, it may have been friends or like people that you thought were like in your life for the long haul. This could also be financially with your home. Maybe you had to move or something was destroyed or like a business or something broke down. There could have been a large financial loss that you took. What's the Tower with the Hermit? Interesting. The Empress. Ooh. But see, there's going to be this glow up. There's going to be this glow up. This ascension. So somebody is finding out that you've glowed up or you've moved up in the world or that your life is changing for the better after this situation. It's like they wanted nothing to do with this pain that you were experiencing. They wanted nothing to do with this hardship that you were experiencing or this difficult time that you were going through. And now they realize that all of a sudden now you're abundant in some way. But someone is penny pinching. Or it's like someone wasn't around when you didn't have it. But now it's like they're seeing that you have, they're learning that they're looking you up or like researching you and realizing that there's something going on. 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Somebody may have an anger issue as well. Somebody's angry because you made a decision that they didn't expect. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. You made a decision to leave something behind or to move on, or you made some type of decision that this person didn't expect. And they're confused, like, how are you this Empress now? Or Emperor, whatever. How have you moved past this situation? So it's like, this could be foretelling some type of future events for some of you guys, so just be aware. This could also be highlighting a current situation that's happening now or something that you're about to experience. Like, I feel like some of you have already reached this point where you're this Empress. Some of you are on the way, whether you're masculine or feminine, whatever. You're about to receive, like I said earlier, some type of reward for your perseverance in a difficult situation that you dug yourself out of by yourself. And someone created some type of conflict and confusion, or they tried to make this, like, they either abandoned you when you needed them, or they actually did some fuck shit to make the situation worse because they didn't expect you to make this decision, or they didn't like your decision. It's kind of like a situation where this person may have wanted you to listen to them, but you chose not to. And they got upset about it because you made a different choice than what they told you to make. But I mean, who the fuck are they to tell you what choice you need to make? I really don't feel like any of us need to listen to other people when it comes to making choices or decisions. Even people like me, don't listen to me. Do what you feel like is right within yourself. And don't take anything that doesn't really resonate with your situation. But that's what I feel. I feel like someone was confused at the choice you made because they anticipated you to listen to them, or they thought that you were going to make a choice that they wanted you to make, and you didn't do that. But it's like, now that you made whatever choice that you made based on your own merit and your own intuition, they're shocked that it actually worked out for you. They're shocked that you made this complete transformation or that you evolved. What's the Hierophant? Somebody might need my driveway, y'all. Oh, no. That's the mail truck. Okay. The Hierophant is Temperance, What? Interesting. I feel like in time, you and them are both going to learn something. Okay, the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, this is a new phase, a new cycle that's beginning. Like a new reality is blending itself into your existence. You may have done some type of money work, love work, subconsciously or intentionally. There's like rebirth, like an energy of rebirth. What's the Temperance and the Hierophant? I'm trying to figure out what this is. What's the Temperance and the Hierophant? Ooh, the Devil. I said Capricorn earlier. That's interesting. I don't know how Capricorn plays a role, but you could be a Capricorn, a Sag, Scorpio, strong Taurus, Virgo, possibly Libra, or Pisces. That could be your signs or the signs of someone else who's involved. But it's interesting to me because it's like there's a lot of like divinity surrounding you. There's a lot of like energy of like God energy around you. I don't really know how to describe it. There could be an indescribable situation that occurs. Wow. And then we have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, like what's that about? I just really feel like there's an energy going around where like people are really upset because they try to attach themselves to people's destinies and like Spirit didn't let it happen. They weren't going to let it happen. Somebody may be trying to get revenge on you for moving forward. Or they could be trying to apologize to you about disagreeing with you, not believing in you. I just feel like what I said earlier still remains. Like if there was somebody who you feel you got messages about or you were privy to information to during this time of like reflection, where you had to go through a difficult time by yourself, it's like Spirit is warning you not to let these people back in when you come up out of it, because they didn't want to go with you through the hard times, so they don't deserve to go with you in the good times. I feel like you're learning some like old knowledge. That's what I said earlier with the Hierophant and the older woman card. It's like you're gaining some type of like ancient wisdom about like the universe, how it works. But I feel like this ancient wisdom could also be about like balance and duality, and like this ancient wisdom is about basically having the information that you need to like rebalance a situation that's become toxic or out of balance. Like whatever you did to get through this hard time, Spirit is basically saying that that is the key to overcoming any obstacle that you're going to face now or in the future. So remember what you did, or really take note of what you're doing, because this is an ancient tool or an ancient secret. It's something that you can't like, it's something that people are not talking about, or it's something that's really hard to find if you search for it or look for it. But it's something that comes to you naturally when you do the work. It's very valuable because it's old wisdom. It's ancient wisdom. Okay. What is the advice for the collective? Interesting. Blue lace agate. Find your calm. So relax. Do things that calm you down. Do things that relax you. Do things that keep you at peace. Don't do anything that you don't want to do. Just know that there's someone coming in who is jealous or envious of you. Or there's someone coming in that was trying to cause conflict with your choices. And they weren't there with you in the trenches. But they want to be there with you while you celebrate. So just be mindful of that. And like, don't stress about it. Be calm. Bring in the light. And protect your energy. That's what Spirit said. I'm going to have to go because I think this man at my door. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Be sure to like the video, subscribe. Go subscribe to the Underground. Put a crystal ball in the comments if it resonated. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.